Wombat Jones for Ramen Chokehold. I'm here with Randall. How you going, mate?
I'm very well, thank you.
That's the way, and we're down here at Australian Top Team, and mate, we've got a big fight coming up in a couple of weeks' time. Main eventing for the light heavyweight UFN title down at the Whitlam Centre in Liverpool. How you been going?
Really looking forward to this fight. Reddy's been on the radar for a while. He's really big, strong, and motivated. Out of all things, he's hungry, and that's going to make it's a recipe for a great fight. So yeah, we'll see what happens, and I'm looking to get pushed. I'm expecting to get pushed, and hopefully we should take out a fight of the night.
And it's been a while since we've seen you in the cage. You've had a couple of year layoff. You went and had a crack at boxing.
Yeah.
So what's brought you back to MMA, and what can we see out of you in the cage?
I think I was just, to be honest, I was getting paid better in boxing. That's why I went with it. I was just getting opportunity after opportunity, so I kind of was just chasing the money a bit there, because obviously I needed to pay my bills and everything. So but yeah, at the heart of it all, I'm always a ground fighter. I've always loved the cage. I love combat, nevertheless, but if you get paid for it, it makes it better. So, but yeah, it's just I went on a bit of a tear there, had a few wins in a row, and it got me some big fights, and just realised, yeah, I'm more a grappler, and it solidified that I need to get back to my roots.
And I was doing my research and checking out your amateur record, and there's no amateur record to speak of. And what I've been asking everyone, sort of what they think their amateur record brought to their pro ranks, but you don't have one. So do you think it's helped you, hindered you? Do you think you wish you had some amateur fights, or everything sort of played out the way you wanted to anyway?
I think it played out the way it was always meant to. In my journey, I had a lot of grappling competitions, wrestling, and I had about 10 amateur boxing as well. So yeah, on top of all that, I feel I was ready. And back then, when I turned professional, there wasn't really much amateur fights going on, so it was kind of what you had to do. But yeah, I'm happy with the way it turned out, So
yep. So let's talk about Reddy. You said he's motivated in that. Have you watched his films? What do you think he's going to throw at you?
Yep, I've been to a couple of his fights live, and I've watched a bit of film on him. I don't like to obsess and do too much homework on my opponents, but yeah, he's a really durable, strong guy, and I don't really see any weaknesses in any part of his game. But then again, I don't see him as dangerous in any part either. But he's all round. He's a total package. So after this fight, there's going to be big things for him or me. Whoever wins, and they're going to have the opportunity. But then again, after that, win or lose, he's a tough guy, and he's motivated. He's hungry. He wants it. So he'll always be around, in my opinion, anyway.
And what do you think that'll put you if you win that belt and you become the UFN light heavyweight champion? Where do you think that puts you in the ranks?
I think that put me right back up there, in the top in Australia. If I was to pursue the UFC, I'd probably have to get a couple more wins after that to solidify a spot in the UFC. But we'll play it by ear, you know what I mean? We'll see how it goes, where the fight goes, see how I feel while in the fight. I could win the fight, but I could feel like crap afterwards and feel, I'm not at that level. So just leave it up to the night and we'll see how we go.
And like I said, we're here at ATT, Australian Top Team in Wentworthville. What's it like training with, the bunch of killers we've got down here? There's already, 3 or 4 people in the UFC. Janae's come down here into Bellator, from Bellator down from Queensland. What's it like being surrounded by those sorts of guys that are already achieving their goals?
Yeah, well, it's very motivating to see, and especially Ash and Suman, they're just guys that don't take a step back. They've set it from the start what they wanted to do, and they just keep pushing forward, and they expect it from the people that they train as well. So I don't really put that much pressure on myself. I just don't want to let them down at the end of the day, because they really do care for every fighter in here, and it shows. I mean, look what they're producing. They're producing champions.
So, mate, lastly, where can we find you on social media? Anyone wants to see you, mate, please do yourselves a favour and type in your name down into YouTube and watch you go to work. But if anyone wants to catch you on Facebook or Twitter, or what do you have, mate? Where can we find you?
It's just Randall Ray. Yeah, little hyphen thing or whatever that line thing. So Randall then hyphen Ray. Yeah, see me there.
Awesome, man. All right, so there he is, Whitlam Centre, February 17, the Pro Light Heavyweight Championship on the line versus Nathan Reddy. There's Randall Ray.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Thank
brother.
you. Thanks, Saints.